It's... Oh, is that Maxwell? I think that's Maxwell. Because he's missing his arm. Should I leave? I feel like I should maybe leave. I'm gonna leave. Yeah, let's leave. He was missing his right arm, which is the arm that Omar cut off with the saw. So yeah, I think that's Maxwell, and it must have been him we saw in the archive at the reception area as well. Alright, that's clear. Okay, some kind of canteen. Break area.
There's something on that table.
So there is. Ah, mechanical pencil. A metallic mechanical pencil. There's no lead, but the tip is surprisingly fine. Damn, tip. You're fine, I guess. Now, let's combine that with the radio, shall we? For no particular reason, just happen to know. Because we want to get into the batteries at the back, so we use the fine little tip to open up the battery case. Batteries. A bunch of standard portable batteries. I think they'll work, but who knows? Why do we need them? We just do. Oh! Ah, there was a place to hide right there. Damn it. I could have... Well... it would have been unsafe just to run into this room anyway, so that's fine. Is that all that's in here? What can I use the vending machine? Let's check the vending machine. Nope. Can't use the vending machine. Well, we found another hiding space if I get chased again. Okay, let's have a look at the map. Right, let's go into this door to the right here, and then we can circle back and check all the doors on the way through. Sound safe. Emergency exit. If it weren't for Professor Husher, and because Omar would come find me, I would just about run out of here. Yeah, I don't blame you, Grace. Fuck you, Marino. I completely agree. The guy's just from a different planet. Well, everyone hates Marino, and to be fair, with all good reason. Ah, paint roller. Sponge roller used to paint walls and ceilings. It's a bit wet. I could paint with it. I'm guessing that they were in the middle of getting rid of the graffiti when they were probably taken. Oh yeah, that's the same door with a heavy chain. Okay, let's head back. And let's have a look at these offices over here. There's a couple offices we haven't been in yet. One more. That's a no. That's a no. We're not going anywhere near that. Lockers are closed. They're used by researchers that work in the office. Okay. What about this one? I don't like that. I don't like that hallway up there. With the flickering light, something's going to appear. Don't like it. This one, however, sounds safe. Let's go look inside. Oh. It's closed. Maxwell must have the keys for the office. Ah, damn it. If there were space in the archive, these books wouldn't be here. It's all because of the renovations. Ah. Half-smoked cigarettes and butts that haven't been cleaned up. Yeah, everyone's gone. The secretary, the renovators, the janitors, the cleaning staff, everyone's gone. I'm going to assume that means that at some point Husher brought the music box in and people heard it. Because as we know, the characters affected by it subconsciously or unconsciously, should I say, play the music box for others to hear to spread the curse. What a bummer, I can't get in there. Boxes weigh a ton. Oh boy. Okay. Let's get away from the vent, because I think the xenomorph is up there. Okay, this sounds safe. Ah. Alright, we need to find the keys. What was I doing? I completely forgot. Oh, the secretary's office. We need to get into the secretary's office. But there's a sensor on the wall there. In order to get it... Oh, I don't want to go near that. I'm gonna go around. I know I'm being paranoid. And probably nothing will happen. But... You never... Uh-oh. Oh, that's Husher's wife. That's what's appearing on the screens. I think that was Hush's family just briefly appearing on the screens there. Okay, we're in trouble. We're in trouble because it's ramping up again. Right, so the sensor. We need to get rid of the sensor somehow. Now, we found some paint. Ooh. The paint is dry. Right now, it's about as much use as crumbling stone. Alright. We need to go wet the paint. Now, here's where it gets a little weird. Because we were just in the little canteen area, the break room. There's clearly some sinks in there. There's clearly some water. Hell, there's water fountains and stuff all around the place. We could probably just go use that. But no. We have to go to a very, very specific location to do it. Which kind of sucks. I feel like there should be multiple ways of doing this, but yeah, we have to go to a very specific place, which is the toilets. Alright, nice and calm. How cursed are these toilets? Vary by the sounds of it. Blocked drain and a dripping tap. Result, flooded bathroom. But, more importantly, paint is ready to apply. We got some wet paint. Alright. What is going on in... Ew! Well, I was going to ask how good the food is in the university, but I think that answers the question. Yeah, let's not stay in the men's toilet too long. That's about, to be fair though, that's about right for public restrooms. That's about right. Alright, that sounds clear. Why did I go back into the toilets? We know these places are evil. Why would he go back in here?
Help me. Oh,
Max?
please.
Oh, Max. Need a hand?
Max? It's me, Grace. Are you okay?
No, 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 no. I can't get out. My flashlight is out of batteries. I need batteries.
Oh, I have batteries on me. That's alright,
Hey,
Max.
Don't move. I'm gonna find some batteries.
But first, I found your wedding ring, Max. Yeah, I found it.
Max, I think this is yours.
Well, Omar found it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I thought I lost it forever.
Yeah. Good old Max. Alright, let's give him his batteries now, too. Since he seems to be very scared.
Max, I found batteries for you.
Ooh.
Oh, thanks. It's so dark in here. So dark.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, got some keys. So these are the keys we're looking for. And, if you look very closely, you'll notice that the keys have a little symbol. There's the heart. There's the four-leaf clover. And if I can position it correctly... Whoa! There you got the little club symbol. So, this is a reference to the keys from Resident Evil 2. The police station has the various doors and keys marked with the heart, the clover, and the club. Is it the clover? I can't remember what it's called, but there's a Resident Evil reference. Last episode had nothing but Silent Hill references. This one we have Resident Evil, which is nice. The graffiti reminds me of high school. I don't like things that remind me of high school. Yeah, fair enough. Uh-oh. Max.
Max? Are you there? Max?
Oh,
Where are you? Max?
I don't know, but he's left us something. Should I take Maxwell's lucky coin and save my collectible for later? No, because I forgot to look at the haikus again, didn't I? Proof of love, of self. He wants to recall somewhere far away from there. So that's a clue to tell you to give him the wedding ring. The shortest road twisted rather than straight. Trust not your eyes. Left the door ajar. Suddenly the way out was beyond reach. These are all clues. And, yeah, they're kind of hard to follow. Maxwell's lucky coin. The heads and tails, yes and no. Pushing your luck can be dangerous. So that's a new special item. Basically what that gives you, it gives you an extra life, let's say. If you were to go up to a door that has something behind it, you'd be able to toss the coin. And that would give you a clue of whether or not you're going to be safe. Right, oh, the vent's back in place, good. I can walk over here now. Let's go to the secretary's place and paint over the sensor. Or not. Or we could just hide.
Move your ass.
Well, back under the table we go. Fortunately, Grace has a lot of serenity. She's a nice, calm person, so this is no issue. Just staring at the bottom part of the screen again. Yeah, I feel like it should be up around her head, maybe like behind her head or something. So we're looking at the center of the screen. The fact that we're staring at the bottom so long is just not great. Or maybe it should be over their heart. That would make a little more sense. Like it should be on their chest. So we're kind of staring at the middle. I'm going to spend most of the game under this table.
Am I dreaming? Is this real?
I guess, considering the fact that we're playing as characters who haven't heard the song, but they're experiencing stuff, it does lend credence to the idea of people who are cursed, or where the music box goes, leaves this kind of...
Terry's office sensor. The door must be closed.
Yes, leaves a kind of stain behind. Oh yes, I need to combine. There we go. Ew. Alright.
Just a little redecorating.
Sure. Blatant vandalism, but yeah, decorating. That's what we'll call it. Alright.
Hopefully I got the damn thing to stop working.
Yeah, well, let's find out by opening the door. But first we'll check it. Nope. No one's in. Okay, oh, immediately there's a key. Nice. Plastic key. Key must be for a desk or a drawer. Right. It looks like any normal day at work, but nobody's here. Yeah, so once again, we're getting the distinct impression that everyone just... No, it's just a lie. Everyone just up and vanished right in the middle of work. Closed. Well, we'll never know what's inside. What we got here? The fax that hasn't been picked up. It's an urgent warning, but the date's from weeks ago. Okay, so people disappeared weeks ago. Interesting. Department Newspaper Archive Security Office. Date 17th of August. Name Jill. Room A, Professor Wesk. Room B, Professor Husher. Did I go into B? Room C, empty. Incidents/comments. Becca, read this as soon as you see it. Professor Husher's acting weird. He wandered around the archive all day, lost in thought. It's odd, even for him. He barely even answers me. Sometimes he carries a music box. He winds up every now and then. Mr. Spencer has taken him to task several times, and whenever he does that, it looks as if Husher's just woken up. Then he goes back to his office and spends hours holed up in there. Chris says it's the same at night, if not worse. We think he slept in his office, because no one has seen him leave, and William says he heard strange noises that sound like screams, but when he went to check, no one was there. Today he asked me about the Northern Advertiser Archives, a small newspaper from some god-forsaken town from 1913. What the hell would he be looking there? Why the hell would he be looking there? If you notice anything really weird, call security. No one's seen Max for days, and something tells me that before the holidays are over, something's gonna happen. I have a bad feeling about this. So yeah, that confirms it. Husher, like far before him, was wandering around the university playing the music box. Which means, yeah, everyone's been taken. And, if you paid attention closely there, we have a number of names that we mentioned. All of these names are from Resident Evil. The person who wrote this is called Jill, so as in Jill Valentine. Room A, Professor Wesk, which is a reference to Albert Wesker. And then we have Becca, which is a reference to Rebecca Chambers. And then we have Mr. Spencer, which is a reference to Oswald E. Spencer, who is the guy who... He wasn't in charge of Umbrella, he was one of the founding members of Umbrella, and it's a whole thing, but the mansion we see in Resident Evil 1 is his mansion. He's in 5 as well, but 5's garbage. And then we have William, which is obviously a reference to William Birkin from Resident Evil 2. And I think that's everyone. I can't see any others. Oh, I forgot. Chris Redfield. There you go. So there's a bunch of references to names from Resident Evil. Right. Is that on the wall? Omar mentioned that Professor Husher liked this type of painting. Could he have been here? Well, according to that note, yes. Hasty note. Some hasty notes written by Husher on a tattered piece of paper. LeGrant Amsberg, wealthy but fallen on hard times during the 20th century. What happened? Death of August LeGrant. Check records and investigate the family, past and present. Heirs? Distant relatives? I have to find about his life, but also his death. 17th of March. Aha. So, his death. Okay. So, we have 2 dates there. Well, we have 1 date, technically. 17th of March and 1913. Now, we need to get to the newspaper archives and figure out if we can find any news from that time period, or that specific date. Every time that light flashes, I think something's going to appear. Oh. Oh, I assume that was locked. Oh, that was close. I assumed that was going to be... I didn't expect her to walk through. I could have died. God damn. No one advisor... Oh yes, that's the newspaper. But we want... 1913. That's 1980. 69. Okay. So... Guessing... Sending order... Newest papers at the door. Oh. Not a fan of that. Okay. You know what? I think I found out what left the stain. Okay then. I'm going to leave. And then I'm going to come back in when it's nice and safe. It's fine. Let's go see if the stain's still there. If it's still there, we're just going to have to deal with it. But I think that... I'm going to have to look back at that. I don't know what that was, but... yeah, okay, it's gone now. Right, 1913. Oh, that's too far. Maybe over here? I think... Yes, 10. There we go. Now I can get the microfiche that I need. Ah. Small-scale copy of a set of journalist documents. Microfiches are amazing. They save so much space and last longer than paper. Wait till you find out about digitized files. Which is probably going to be in a couple years' time, so all the effort you went through to transferring all this stuff to microfiche, yeah, it's kind of waste of time, unfortunately. Sorry. Because yeah, full digitization can't be that far off. 1998. Right, now we need to go into the microfiche room and find the microfiche itself. We're going fishing is what I'm saying, for microfiche. Right, what's in here? Rolls of film scattered around everywhere. I can't imagine Professor Husher found anything useful in here. Alright, but we have this, so... Oh god, that thing's huge. Okay, so... 17th March 1913. Ooh, fetch. Slow news day. Damn, it's busted. 17th of March 1913. Apparently a bad day. Alright. Alright, hopefully this one won't jump scare me. And we can get... Oh, what's that? Professor Husher usually wears these clothes that look like this. Aha. So this is definitely where he's been. Could also mean that this room is incredibly cursed. Alright, let's try this again. 17th of March. Oh, too far. 1913. Okay. Right, we got Northern Advisor National News. Classified. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Classified. Sports. Politics. Business, finance. Crime reports. Opinion. Meteorology. I don't think it's going to be related to weather. Classified. Alright, back to start. So, we're trying to find out what happened to Auguste Legrand. Apparently, he was killed. So, we need to find out how he died. Unless he was playing NFL, I don't think he died doing sports. I don't think he was a politician, so he probably didn't get stabbed or shot. Business and finance, Crime reports, however. Let's print off that page. So yes, this is how the world used to work before the internet. Microfiche and the like. It isn't... Ooh. I found the news story from Sebastian Husher was looking for. I have to get out of here. Let's read it first, though. Legrand Amsberg family dies. Auguste Legrand, the Legrand family heir and owner of the business conglomerate LGA Inc., has died in mysterious circumstance along with his wife and elder daughter, who is 8 years old. The events took place last night in the family's holiday home, where they were spending some time in the spring after the well-known magnate, had been on a trip. That was where apparently he took off looking for evidence of the supernatural. Everyone died and he lost all his money, maybe? It went well. Although the authorities said very little of the public statements and the lines of investigation are open, the strongest theory so far is that the family had been the victim of a violent robbery, with the only survivor being the younger daughter, Ariadne, who was safe and sound under the care of police officers. Okay. So, some people tried to rob them, they fought back, and they killed them? Usually, and I'm no expert on robbery, usually they don't hang the victim. It's usually like a stabbing, or they don't go through the whole ordeal of hanging someone. Huh. On that note...
I can't believe you committed suicide. I cannot believe you committed suicide.
I don't think it was a robbery. Which possibly means that the local authorities, the police, were trying to cover something up. Interesting. There's a conspiracy afoot. Right, let's get out of here. Uh-oh. Oh, you again. Ooh. But luckily, because we found that classic survival horror tool, we found the bolt cutters, Grace was able to get away. If you don't find the bolt cutters, you're dead. You will die there. Which is interesting, because you can very easily miss them or just not pick them up because
There's something here. A note from a certain Sylvia that says, Professor Husher, remember to pick up your typewriter and the rest of your belongings from the library desk. This is the university library. If you need your own space, you can use your office. If Husher left documents in there, it may be worth taking a peek too.
Oh, hi.
This might have something to do with Husher's investigation.
Right.
Let me see. Oh God, did you read that?
I did.
Argos Legrand, heir to the Legrand family and owner of the LGA Incorporated business conglomerate, has died under mysterious circumstances along with his wife and 8-year-old daughter. It occurred last night at the family's holiday home, where they were spending part of the spring after the famous magnate's most recent trip. While police remain open-minded in their official statements and maintain that all lines of inquiry remain open, popular theories suggest that the family fell victim to a violent robbery, leaving the younger daughter, Ariadne, the sole survivor. She is currently safe in police custody. Oh my God, they're all dead. This is a dead end. Husher left some documents at the library. Maybe there's something there. It's all that's left to check.
Okay. That statue. That's a famous statue. And I forget what it is. I always forget what that statue is. The Great Library. The Great Library. I can't speak. Okay, so there's Husher's typewriter and books. We need to get to that. Easy. It's just there. Just go pick it up. Daniel gets the easiest job. He doesn't have to search for archives and stuff.
Find the desk Husher used? Seems easy enough.
That's exactly what I think. Let's go. Or maybe not. Oh! Whoa. Uh-oh. It's never that easy, Daniel. Aha, the security monitors.
Oh, fuck. Right. And you thought it'd be so easy, didn't you?
Don't blame me. You thought it was easy too, Daniel. We're both kind of blamed for this. Okay. So, from this we can select a monitor and check out what's going on. And as you can see, the monitor lets us see the horrifying entities that will grab you and pull you into the abyss. Let's have a look at the next camera. Camera 2. Oh, okay. Don't want to go down there. Okay. We don't want to go anywhere near camera 2. That is just all bad news. Ah, crap. Camera 3 broke. But we can go up and fix it, maybe. That's Husher's typewriter and books. So we can't go for that way. We need to come down this middle here. By the looks of things, we can go from that side of the hall to this side. Yeah, we can get right through there. This is difficult. You're gonna have to spend a long time trying to map out stuff on here by looking at the cameras, trying to figure out what's where, and obviously using your map. Whoa. We want to get here. This is where Hush's stuff is. I think it's this one. It's either that one or this one. We can't go through this middle part at all. This is blocked. This is a no-go. Big X. We're not going through there. So, we need to go around. Fortunately, there is a ladder over here that we can go up. We can go up and over to get to the other side. Now, it isn't instant death. I think you get like 3 chances. Who might that man be? Let's have a look around. Nothing, and... Ah, trapdoor is blocking our way. So if you remember, this is where the camera 3 was. That's the ones that are broken. You would need that to work out and be able to plan your way through. So let's go do that. I think I can run in this section. I wouldn't expect to be attacked by anything else, considering there's all those things down there. Oh, there's a note. Photocopy. A poor quality copy from a book about Egyptian pharaohs Akhenaten. Or Akhenaten? I don't know. Oh, it's partway through. Here we have a massive lore dump, in which Aten was simply depicted as a sun disk emanating a radial series of arms ending in hands. Each hand held an ankh, a symbol of life, collected offerings. Although no anthropomorphic images, otherwise common in Egyptian mythology, have been preserved, some of these sun disk depictions have been. As part of his religious revolution, not only did Akhenaten get rid of all such humanoid depictions, he also created, according to many Egyptologists, the first monotheistic religion. That means only one god. He named the pharaoh as the god's sole representative on earth, thus disbanding and discrediting the priesthood. Although these changes could have explained as a consequence of the turbulent political situation at the time, the truth is that there are gaps in our understanding in which scholars have not overlooked. For instance, no one knows why Akhenaten suddenly decided to transform the way temples had been until then, closed, dark, where the concealment of the divine was paramount, into expansive open-air temples where good lighting was the most important thing. Good lighting, out in the open, not cramped, dark. I think we know why. There's also a strange depiction here. Aten is replaced, or perhaps opposed, by a dark anthropomorphical figure, also emanating a radial series of arms, but whose hands the ankh does not appear. Sometimes these radial elements, or arms, do not have hands and have an ending. And if you look down there, in the photocopy, that's a very familiar looking thing. What could that be? So now we're getting hints at this entity, this presence, has been around for a long time. So, here we are. This is essentially a maze. We need to weave our way through all of this stuff to get to the other side. Well, mostly other side. This is tricky. You have to use the cameras and kind of work it out. You have to use the map too. We look at the map. We can, well, we need to get camera free working. Aha, there's the ladder. We can go up here and fix camera free. And once camera free's on, we can then figure out what is the safe route to go down. Yeah, just reconnect the doohickey here. Reconfigure the splanges.
Right, let's see if this works. Time to get back to the monitors.
Turns on the camera, but best not to touch it if I don't need it. There we go. Close the trapdoor. It's fine. Right.
I don't think I can open it again.
Right, let's go back to the security cameras, check out camera free, and try and work out a plan here. My advice is to either get a pen and paper, take a screenshot of this, get on MS Paint and draw it out. You're probably going to, because otherwise it's going to be very hard to visualize. Let's have a look at camera free now that it's working. Alright, so there's a globe. So if we get along to the globe, we can get around this middle part. There's a light over there. We saw the light on another camera. Putting all this information together, I'm going to draw it out and show it on screen, and then you'll know which way I'm going, if that makes sense. So I've got it mapped out, the best that I can figure out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an immediate right, take us round here, and then down here. And there's that globe that we saw. We need to very carefully move down here and walk between these two desks. There's that light again. Then down here, and I think around here. Yes. We're basically weaving in and out. Straightforward. Whoop, ooh, wrong way.
There it is.
There it is.
Almost there.
So, not too bad. It just takes a long time to visualize it. Like I said, best way to do it, look at all the cameras, draw it out, take a screenshot of your map, get it on MS Paint, and draw out the route you think it's going to take. You get 3 chances. So it's going to take a while, but it's not too bad. Maybe don't play as Daniel. Sinister Nature, an old volume that tells the story of the investigations carried out by Legrand and his companions. Alright.
This could be useful.
Hopefully.
What? Oh, fuck, shit.
Ah.
There was another book about Argos Legrand in the library. A
Yeah.
compilation of research trips written by two of his associates in the early 1900s. Sinister Nature was a kind of narration of Legrand's frustrated trips in search of paranormal phenomena, with one of the last pages marked by Husher,
Ah.
the cursed counts at St. Cecilia's Abbey. St. Cecilia, the patron saint of music.
Oh.
I'm not sure what Husher wanted when he set
Patron saint of music.
footsteps, or how long he planned on doing it. But it was a start. The best place to start looking. Before it gets too late.
Alright, so we found out where Husher was headed to, which is good. We're making some headway now. The day before. Episode's not over yet. We have one more part. I lied. There's 4 parts to this. This is the interesting part. We're now playing as Sebastian P. Husher, the guy who we've been searching for since the first episode. An eccentric character with traditional tastes, Husher is a prolific writer of historical fiction who combines literary creation with the professorship at the State University of Arts and Humanities. He is used to traveling all over the world, investigating little-known events that provide the inspiration for his future works. However, his most recent journey has turned out to be very different from the rest. He's got pretty good stats along the board, except his stealth is amazing. This is like Solid Snake levels of stealth, apparently. He's also freezing, so let's get inside.
Isaac, my dear friend, you don't know what you've done with that cursed music box.
Uh-oh.
By the time you tried to warn me, we had all heard the music. Now I find myself trapped in a tragic race against time. I had a hunch. I thought that perhaps by returning the box to you... Damn it, I've been such a fool.
Yep.
I lied, Isaac. I'm sorry. I just need you to hold on while I find a way to make things right. I left the house without telling Catherine. How could I possibly explain something like this? I thought she'd never
fair enough.
believe me, and I was wrong. But now it's too late. I only hope you're all safe, and that you will find a way to forgive me.
Nope.
I must put an end to this once and for all. For my family, for you, and for my own sake. Argos Legrand. Everything revolves around that name. He was the person who had the box crafted and picked out the melody. I know he died in 1913. Newspapers of the day reported a violent burglary in his home.
Yeah,
Everyone
unlikely.
died, save for Ariadne, who was just a baby at the time. The case was closed, but something just doesn't add up.
Really?
Police investigation was far too short-lived, and the bodies were not buried, but incinerated. I believe they were trying to hide the truth.
Is that implying they somewhat know of the curse?
Natura Tenebrosa was written by 2 of Legrand's collaborators, the same 2 who followed him across Europe, researching all matter of ridiculous legends, all equally far-fetched. The last case in the book speaks of Legrand's last journey, on which he embarked just before making the music box. I've followed in his footsteps for weeks now, visiting every place, following every lead about that melody. Alas, I have reached the last leg of this journey, in the north. I find myself among the deserted ruins of St. Cecilia's,
The north of Europe.
now covered in snow. Here, in 1912, the annual concert in honor of the patron saint of music was held. Legrand was not there at the time, but he came to investigate soon after. Every single person who attended that concert died or disappeared in mysterious circumstances, and the Abbey has been abandoned ever since. The connection is clear. I know there must be something here, a clue I can pursue. If not, I don't dare think about the future. I can barely distinguish what's real from what's not. Something is watching me, following me, drawing closer and closer by the day. The melody still haunts me. Its notes echo constantly in my head. With each passing minute, they sound more ghastly and foreign. I see darkness all around me, and shadows lurking in the corners. I see my world merging with something else. I see another place. The black figure. I feel it's here with me.
See, he's just described what Daniel's also going through to the T. Interlude. End of the road. St. Cecilia's Abbey in northern Europe.
I have to find it.
Right. Let's have a look around. Where are we going? The drip has filled up the basin. There's all kinds of filth washed down from the roof. Damn, the door must have closed before when I left the room. There's a small crack. If only I had some kind of tool to stick in there. Up the stairs. Slowly. We don't need to go slow, it's fine. Maybe we do. Alright. Time to have a look around. Locked. The lock looks like it's in good condition, but without the key... This must be extremely inhospitable in winter. It is winter. You would know. Most of these natural remedies expired before I was even born. Some of the pharmaceutical books must be real gems, but they're no help to me right now. From what I can make out through the folds in the sheet, the remains have been here for decades. Wow, that's just a body underneath there? Been there since 1913? It's a long time. Dirty dishes I left here? I wonder how long they've been here. More importantly, who lit that? Did you light that, Husher? Because it seems like the implication is someone is already here. Bookcase doesn't seem to be fixed like all the others. The corners are worn down. Ah, secret entrance. Plants are growing in the cans. There are a few utensils on the table. Oh. What's this? Looks like a spring from some sort of hydraulic system. Ooh. Oh. I think pressing the spring started the water flowing, but there's not enough to get through to move the bookshelf. Alright, and if you look, the pipe is yellow. So, we need to go back downstairs because we saw a couple pipes that had valves on them. We weren't able to do anything with them, but we can now. The outer pane of glass is broken and the cold air is coming through the cracks between. Ooh. Aha. The corridor behind the wall, and it seems like someone has tried to get in or out of there. Maybe finish the work, start kicking it down. Could get through there in a couple hours. Ooh. Ah. A hoe for tilling the fields. It's pretty rusty, but it's strong. Well, that might serve as the tool. Yes? Okay. That wasn't entirely obvious that worked there.
I'm glad I did this. It's nice and warm.
Yay! Ah, what a relief it is to write the brazier. Brazier? The piping has been dripping for days, months, years. Old set of bellows. I don't know if I could think of any use for it right now. The wooden table is rotten from the damp in this room. It looks like it's about to fall to pieces. Some old, wretched clay vessels. And whatever this is. There we go. Yep. Water's flowing, and it's leading to the other one. Now the water's running through the pipe, I have to make sure to open all the valve handles. Ooh. Good. Air's buzzing with flies and a sickly stench. We found the latrine, apparently. Smells worse than it looks, if that's possible. Looks like there's something down there blocking the main drain. Well, then leave it. That's fine. You don't need to... Should I grab whatever's trying to block the toilet? Or whatever is blocking the toilet? Not trying, it is. Alright, James Sunderland, calm down. Don't be sticking your hand down into toilets. There's no... No! What are you doing? Do you not have gloves? Find us some tongs or something. Oh. Ew. Why would you... Not only why would you pick that up, but why would you squeeze it in your face? I don't think I'll need anything so disgusting. You say that now, but this is a survival horror game. You never know. The plumbing system is extremely complicated for just a few toilets. It is. What's going on there? It's a layer of damp and decay on every single surface in this room. That's not the worst part. Alright, let's go wash our hands. You'd think you'd be wearing gloves or something, but apparently not. Right, what's in here? Benches? What is this, a sauna? Foul-smelling dark liquid is running over the surface of the table. Don't touch it then. Pipes leaking everywhere, it's almost eaten through with rust. It's still snowing. I hope it stops sooner. Getting out here will be more difficult than it was to get in. There we go. Okay, so... all the pipes are going, or all the valves are open? The water should be flowing up to the hydraulic system so we can get the bookcase. I've opened it for the water to pass through. I think I should go back upstairs. Me too. Let's go back up. Right, up we go. Wait. Okay. Locked. Am I trapped in here? I guess so. Something ran over and closed the door behind us. Okay. What the hell? That's not good. I don't think that was an apparition either. That was an actual thing. That was someone. That's not good. Alright, let's see what I mean, to be fair, it kind of seems like someone was already here. Alright, what's behind the secret bookcase? Why is there a secret bookcase? Well, that is a skeleton. That is the appropriate reaction to that. No, nothing, just, okay. That person seems to have just died in their bed and been left.
What's this?
Remarks made by the prior. Notes written by Father Malachi, prior of the St. Cecilia Abbey, about the monk's behaviour. Some days ago, I observed the brothers performing a strange ritual. They took turns to sit in front of a mirror and, facing it, lit the lamp and then put it out. They shall remain as written testimony of everything that I've seen. They shall remain written testimony of everything that has been discovered and that has been passed on to me, as it may prove valuable to whomever finds it. Sitting in front of the mirror, they observe their reflection and everything behind them. Then they proceed to put the lamp out, or dim its flame to the point that the eyes, blinded by the previous glow, no longer see. Thereupon, they light it once more, and again observe their reflections, everything behind them, repeating the process several times. And, sometimes, God help us, The reflection shown in the mirror isn't what it should be. I can't begin to describe the horrors that appear. The mere act of committing them to paper is an insult to our Lord. But what I can say is that the more frequently these horrors appear, the closer they are, and the less time we have until they are no longer only in the reflection. Oh, oh, hello. Ooh. He was also missing an arm.
I hope he can't get it open.
That must have been the thing that closed the door. Okay, not only did it was missing an arm and its jaw, and it seemed to have like a scar down its, like it almost looked like a biopsy scar. Well, I was going to say before I was interrupted, again, we're seeing mirrors or gateways to this other world. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Huh. Oh, broken mirror. The mirror is broken, but you can still see parts of the room reflected in the shards, like a bizarre mosaic. So if you remember the end of the first episode where we got into the hidden door to rescue Daniel, this is the hallway that we walked down to find him. The scribblings of desperate monks, desperate like me. Nope. Locked. This one's been barricaded. Oh. My god, how awful. Why are there so many bodies piled up here? Yeah, that's a lot of bodies. They've been piled up there for safety? So they didn't get back up? The wall has been furiously covered in crosses. I understand the desperation that leads to that. Better than I like. So it seems like what the monks went through after hearing the song was a very slow and insidious descent into madness before being taken. Just like what's happening to Husher and Daniel. Somebody made sure no one can get into the cell or out of it. Oh, hang on. Oh, I can't leave. I was going to explore the hallway more, but I guess we're stuck in here.
If this works, let's see how much I have left.
So he's going to perform the ritual that the monks did, that we just read about. Nothing yet. Which is either good or very, very bad. Maybe it's behind him, but he just can't see it. To be continued. That was episode 3. Kind of a much shorter one than the previous episodes. It's, I don't think, it's probably my least favourite episode, to be honest. I do appreciate the way that it tries to shake up the established formula that they had for the last 2 episodes, but yeah, it's a bit too short. A lot of the puzzles are point and click in nature, like the paint puzzle is just kind of silly when you think about it. You need to get some wet paint, but you can't go to the many places that you would assume you'd be able to get water from. You have to go to a very, very specific toilet. And the puzzle at the end, that maze is kind of, it's a lot. You have to spend quite a long time just figuring that one out. So it's not my favorite episode, but it's still okay. I like the fact that you get to play these 3 different characters and do each of the section. So that's nice, and it's a creepy episode. There's a lot of good imagery and a lot of good parts to it that are super creepy, and obviously it establishes more backstory for the whole thing as well. But yeah, that was episode 3. Thank you for watching. I'll be back soon with episode 4, The Last Concert, which is the penultimate episode. I think in the next episode I might just play through the whole thing as Daniel, just because Daniel hasn't got much of a look in, and it's about time we should probably focus on his character. But yeah, I will see you all next time for more Song of Horror. Goodbye.